All right, so back to this. Welcome to what may be the last and final part of our Longer Roads replay through, right? You know, with the big thing there being that, yeah, we've gotten the Natsuki route good ending. Now we know what entails or lies ahead of us for the other one. Really the big thing is, yeah, this is kind of the culminating part of this mod. What I'm surprised about is how quickly, because besides, and this is kind of something I brought up in terms of, just overall the mod not living up to the nostalgia I've had for it, right? But I mean, we're only on part 23, and this is seemingly the final part. My original playthrough, this was 64 parts long. So we completed it in about almost a third of the time, close to like a half the time, but still, like that's a pretty big, less than half the time. Like that's a pretty big, I was expecting this to go on a lot longer, which is unfortunate. And I'm gonna make a black screen once I'm done with this regarding again, the whole thing as well as just the future of, recordings, right? Because I'm at kind of a volatile period and I need to like make a decision regarding what I'm gonna do. But a big thing there with that and with this is again, right, just but we'll see there. So, right? But anyway, so there's that, right? And I think it's gonna start with just again, I one thing I do love is how these are both the same option. I love how, it's like even skip, but unfortunately we know chasing the train. And I am curious, 100% it had to have been because I clicked the other option on the Yuri route, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but Natsuki, I 100%, yeah, so now we're gonna see MC's dumbass try to run after a train, and completely fail. Like, Jesus Christ. Dude, like imagine being the worker. It's like, what the hell, dude? Like, you know, it's headed here. 100 miles, so 3 hours. Jeez, dude, chill the fuck out. Holy shit. Like, and again, funny enough, because we know because of the whole 3 hours thing, him going back, reconnecting with Maka and Yuri, they ended up on that train, right? So I guess now he's like, oh, I need a bus there. But there's like, he's not walking 100 miles, dude. Like 100 miles, even busing there. Oh, okay, the bus would probably get there before the train with a 3 hour head start, but still, oh my God. Yeah, he's done for. And again, like he's probably gonna run into him at some point, but I don't think he knows. Like, and again, like, yeah, he runs into him, right? So this is still him. But again, the issue being, you know, and again, but funny enough, he doesn't know, but he likely ran into him. So yeah, and again, that's true. So yeah, the fact that like, because again, they're all like, he doesn't realize this, right? Granted, we made the decision, but at the end of the day, all of them are in it together. Like, they're all, friends, right? They're all members of the club. So it's something where it's like the MC's not the only one involved in this. So, and again, so that's just kind of, and again, like, and he's not going to find him. I mean, he ran into him, but hey, we've never seen this background before in this mod. We have seen this in Blue Skies. This was the one that the MC and Sayori were out before they went to his house and did the deed, right? I do remember that from Blue Skies. But hey, we never got this background. Does he like freeze to death? He ran into him earlier, which is crazy. But I mean, to be fair, like, all right, he's gonna like freeze to death. He's gonna get like hypothermia and die. Because funny enough, he by this point, if again him, Monica, and Yuri found him, right, and rescued Natsuki by this point. So yeah, again, so damn, did he? Hey, at least he's in a nice clearing though. So, and again, like I mean, because again, and it's funny that he's asking these questions because one, very akin to kind of Sayori asking, but two, like obviously his mind's focused on Natsuki, but he doesn't realize how much he means to everyone else. Like, you get so like blinded and like focused and like fixate on something, that just you get so tunnel vision that like nothing else matters, you know? And again, Sayori's worried too. So, and again, like to be fair, like again, like the reality of it being, he doesn't realize just how much he means to Sayori either. So again, and again, the fact that his sole plan was basically just like, all right, fucking look for shades of pink. So, and again, but the reality is this is a very futile effort. So, funny enough, this is the same, last possible. And again, I was gonna say he went by their neighborhood, but obviously he ran into him once, but didn't notice or pick up because I believe it was Yuri who said she found him, right? Or that she knew that was the guy. So I managed to get away for a little bit, but he'll find me. And again, yeah, he messed up by not looking at that and realizing it's from her. So yeah, and again, like, he picks up. So it's like, all right, I'm not even gonna lie, because he sees the plane, right? This is where he sees the plane. That shit's hilarious. There's no way, like, there's no way he's getting cell service from a fucking plane. That's actually an insane feat, and especially given the fact that fucking that he's like that's like a plane's a public fucking place. Like, some dude like next to him is listening to this. It's like, what the hell is going on? Checkmate, dude. Thinks he's fucking like this is like some Eisen level shit. He's like, I planned this all along. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be so sure. Look up. That's such a crazy line. I already did. Good riddance. Like, Godspeed. You know, that's fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. To be fair, given the other bad endings, yeah, Monica bad ending, the MC dies. Yuri bad ending, both MC and Yuri die. Sayori bad ending, Sayori dies, as well as potentially the MC. This is the only one where like nobody actually dies. So still, better than it could be, right? Just again, I find that funny to think about. So I was too late. And again, because she's gone, right? And he has no way, like, but at the end of the day, it's like he doesn't realize just how much he means to them too. So, you know, to be fair, he did only get a one-way trip earlier, so he has his one-way trip back, right? So, this damn, what the hell? Why is his mind against him? Like Jesus, you know, Sunday. So, oh shit. Funny enough, it's not this because the conductor on Maka's train was like fucking, the Grim Reaper, right? So, but again, like I said, I will say, I mean, at the end of the day, right? The fact that you know, just the fact that we made it home and nobody died, right? Even though she's gone, like the fact that nobody's dead, like is, just still better than any other like bad ending. So, damn, he just woke up. What the hell? Damn, what they his ass ain't going to school. Like, but unfortunately, it's over. Which fucking I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, all right. Because if you remember, I'm not gonna lie, like this isn't something I noticed at the time, but with Exit Music Redux, seeing like the MC like live without Natsuki, like that's all I can really like. That was a really good cinematic, but like that's kind of what I'm imagining here, right? So why am I here? I'm only here to talk. Yeah, life isn't fair. Acceptable losses. You know, well, it's acceptable given that nobody died, right? I mean, at the end of the day, take a look at any other route. Any other bad ending. So. And again, like like his subconscious bringing up a good point. Your value, right? Like they don't want to lose you. Yeah, and again, so like, and this is, I feel like and this is actually very interesting. It's very interesting that I brought up that point. Again, remember to Exit Music Redux, right? Where Natsuki dies and the MC just isn't able to move on and let go. And you get that cinematic of him kind of living life for months on end without Natsuki. And it's just him going about his day. And it's like the world gets more and more gray around him. Like that is the difference between that and then what the MC is going through right now. Because even though, granted, all right, Natsuki's not dead, but she's gone forever, presumably, right? So practically the same. With the difference here compared to there being that, yeah, the MC can live his life, right? In this, right? Or is able to like move on or at least persevere, push forward, So again, right? So and again, we know, so like the fact that like again, he isn't like he doesn't die is like, let's see. It's probably Sayori, right? I don't see who else it would be. Oh, and again, the fact that like, yeah, she even knew like, all right, he's not good. Like he's not in a good spy position right now. Like, and again, but it's kind of the reality of he just wishes he could do more, right? It's always like, it's the age old issue of, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, right? But at the end of the day, you did what you could for the time being. Even though he made the wrong decision, it wasn't like he just sat on his ass and did nothing, right? So, and again, but also the reality is because you need to also think about how Maka's felt because she's known about her home life longer than the MC. It's just obviously Natsuki never really let her help, or let her in. So it's something she couldn't really do much about. So, and again, like, yeah, the fact that like he was, telling, I mean, to be fair, it was pretty obvious. But again, him telling this to Maka, right? So, and again, it's like, but it's like the reality being, and again, this is the point that Monica brings up. Like, obviously, kind of he's taking a hit here, but this like is affecting everyone involved. Like everyone, and again, like him saying, like, and because obviously this is something she brought up over the phone, but he means something to them too, right? It's not like he's not the only one involved. And it's something to where like him seeing him like that is affecting her as well as all the others, right? So, and again, but we need to see if he does anything rash here, right? So, and again, like the MC, him admitting this is a good sign because again, Sayori hasn't really been a part of this drop, but the fact that he's like even acknowledging, like, she's probably going through it too. I want to talk to her, right? So, and again, it's like sometimes, like, and again, like, and again, like the MC, Maka bringing up kind of the reality because I think she's worried about him doing something drastic, right? And now, all of a sudden the club's down 2 members, right? So, again, bro, think all right, I was about to say, and because this is the one time the teacher is actually not being like completely fucking sarcastic. Like he actually recognizes like, oh shit, like, something's wrong. Like he went through something, right? Like, yeah, so and again, he's not even gay enough, like, bro, what who was that? Kai? Fucking Randy? Like, and again, even Sayori's, right? Like, I mean, because Sayori knows what seemingly she knows what happened by this point, right? Like my presumption is that because Monica and Yuri know, I don't see why Sayori wouldn't be involved, given that the MC, especially given that he never showed up back home, right? Oh, she doesn't. All right, again, that's like, and again, she's looking for Natsuki. I'm not gonna lie, like by this point, if I were Monica or Yuri, I would have broken into Sayori, right? So like the fact that Sayori doesn't know is actually kind of like, that's actually like and again, like and again, like I'm not even gonna lie, that kind of, sucks on the part of Yuri and say Yuri and Monica, because I definitely would have told her by this point. Like, but I guess now we're kind of seeing the results of that. Yeah, to be fair, and again, like I don't know why you would withhold that from Sayori, especially after the MC didn't show up for like 2 days. Like, and again, like even the MC, is acknowledging kind of like, I've been a shitty friend, but really what this means for everyone is like they just got to get through this together, you know. And again, like, and the MC's kind of has the same mentality that old Sayori did, right? Where it's like, if he just left, everything would be easier. But we know that's like the exact opposite of the case, right? So, and again, like at this point, he's just being selfish because it's like, you know, he doesn't feel as though he's like worthy of help. But at the end of the day, that's also like if he does something drastic, like let's say take the easy way out, what's that doing for everyone else? So, and again, they're at the beach, right? Because in the good ending, Natsuki brought him here, right? But obviously, this isn't that. So, yeah. So, and again, they're all kind of, oh, and this is, again, right? Yeah, because this is like what everyone's going through, So we are in like granted, obviously the MC doesn't know about really their other issues, but like this is just kind of his glimpse into that, right? Knowing that obviously Natsuki's gone, but at the end of the day, it could be worse, right? In that, there are still, things to like worry about and be afraid of, despite the fact that this is seemingly a worst case scenario. So, and again, but because at the end of the day, yeah, the fact that he had that time with her, as well as the fact that he's met everybody, like everybody else since joining the club, and yeah, this was even before he was on her route. So, yeah, and I mean, she's not dead, she's just gone, like out there somewhere. that doesn't mean that Natsuki, like, I mean, he still has her number, or she still has his, and she's still out there and knows where they are. So there is still a hope aspect. It's not like she's completely dead, you know? And again, right? So, and yeah, I mean, they live to like basically in the same block. So it's like, and again, like Sayori is just being saying the honest truth. Like, and again, because the thing being, we know this is something Sayori's been doing this whole time, right? And I guess it's her taking her kind of seeing the MC, to kind of realize like, shit, at the end of the day, this has to be like a team effort. Like, and again, like it's all he's done, with him being kind of a shitty friend. Like, again, that really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's much bigger than that. So, oh my God, is he gonna? Because again, yeah, I was gonna say it's the manga, right? So, and he's gonna find that sheet of paper, right? So, yeah, and again, he's gonna find that sheet, right? So, yeah, it's the same. It's the same sheet. It's the same sheet. Because this was before, they even said anything, right? So, oh, now he's in his dream again. So, and again, because this is just, I guess this is what his mind's tricking him into thinking, what it would be. So, and again, so yeah, because like this is like one of the few times that the whole dream thing has been acknowledged, right? Where it's like the whole connected dream. So he's kind of banking on the fact that this is connected at this very present moment. So, and again, that was his like time in that dream with the connection. So 4:45, that's my actual fucking like alarm set time. I'm not even gonna lie, that just kind of like that just freaking, caught me off guard because that's the time I actually do set my alarm every morning. That's so it's just like that's the actual time I get up. I usually go to bed at like 10, get up at 4:45, but where the hell did she come from? And again, like this is, I guess, that was his sort of closure. I mean, obviously, you know, like much more of a somber moment. Like it's not going to bring her back, but the closure in terms of him responding and reciprocating to her. So even if that's not actually, even if it wasn't actually connected, like, and again, what's he saying, and he's kind of saying what Yuri, because this is again kind of what Yuri did or what she went through in Amaka's route, where she's like, I kind of need to just deal with this alone, right? So, and again, like this is, I guess, him reassuring her that he's not gonna do anything drastic. So, And again, like, because we know kind of what Sayori's going through, right? So, yeah, but for now she's gone, right? So, well, I'll be honest, I didn't read that shit. So, Count, what do you say, oh, he was weighing out the crowd. So, let's see. And again, Mia's at the path, right? So, because again, it's to show that, he still has something to live for, right? So, yeah, and again, so there's actually some sort of connection. But it's also like, it's the fact that there's a connection, right? Because this was in the present. So, so 27. All right. To be fair, she did go to bed at like 3:30 one day. But also, this is kind of the reality of, you know, what I will say that I am liking is that, I like how drawn out this is. Like, because the endings, like, they're pretty quick. But this one, it seems to actually be, like we're on the sixth chapter now. Like it's like actually developing, and being fleshed out. Like, funny enough, more than any other like good or bad ending, right? So, the ocean. Oh, it's like in a bottle, right? So, I mean, and again, like it's funny that he's of all people is bringing this up, right? So, and again, they're gonna go to the pier, right, or the beach, and again, like I don't know why I'm getting like spam emails, but yeah, and again, he's gonna do the same thing, right? And again, this is him getting these out, right? So, and again, he's actually about to read this now. So, and again, that's seemingly from if she was actually able to get that to him, you know. Is that it? Oh, now you're out there somewhere taken. Couldn't do the one thing you asked. Wish I could hold you. Sorry, let this. If you get this. So, and again, that's what he seemingly put in one of those bottles. Hey, metal heart. So that's the last ending. So that's the mod complete and done, right? Honestly, what I will say about that ending is honestly, despite the fact that the route itself went off to, kind of had a rocky start, I think that ending was better than any other ending, good or bad, that we've seen in this mod so far. Honestly, that was just done so well for like a bad ending, like it just an ending in general. Just something I want to point out there. Like again, like it's actually so well done. And it's something to where it's like, and again, I brought up the comparison to the whole, exit music redux bad ending, right? Where you get that kind of, the flash of, and kind of that cinematic of the MC not being able to like really kind of move on, right? And but what I do love about these types of that ending specifically is that, even if he's not able to move on, he's still going to keep on living, right? With the support of everyone else, right? And I feel like those are often underrated compared to the whole Romeo and Juliet type endings, right? Like, oh yeah, but with that, I'm gonna end it here. It's been about 30. This is like the last actual part of this replay through. I'm still gonna do a black screen. I'll do a separate black screen on my thoughts on the mod as well as the future of kind of recordings and what I want to do there because I'm kind of at a point of uncertainty. Like what might happen, like I'm in a very volatile period of time when it comes to work, and how recordings may happen or play out in the future is very uncertain. But I have somewhat of an idea of what I do, but I'll address it in that video. But with that, I don't really have anything more else to say on this. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.